Oh my god, he's not wearing the blue shirt he always wears? He actually has more than one piece of clothing? What? Story time. So 2 years ago, I sucked at volleyball like real bad. I didn't even get to play on the court during practice. I'm not even talking about in matches. I'm talking about practice. And quarantine comes around, and I decide to get my shit together. So I start working out real hard. I go to jump upstairs like 3 or 4 times a week, and 2 months pass by, and soon enough I start jumping higher. Now summer rolls around, and this is when I started playing at the beach. And for those who don't know, beach volleyball is like 10 times harder than indoor volleyball because there's only two of you. The court is 8 meters by 8 meters. A normal court is 9 by 9, so it's a little bit smaller, but it's still way too big for just two people to cover. Um, there's wind, so the ball usually flies very erratically and it's very tough to receive. And you're playing on sand, so you're slower and you can't jump as high. And all of these factors make beach volleyball perhaps one of the toughest sports ever. And so I start playing, and as expected, I totally suck. And I can barely even get the ball up and start playing. Now, these two girls start coming to our practice, both at the beach and indoors. And I look at them and I think one of them is pretty cute, but I think nothing more of it. I guess they'll just help us with practice. They want to get more playing time. And this was at the time when coach would explicitly stop practice every single time and spend like 15 minutes just rambling about the dumbest shit I've ever heard from anyone and just embarrassing me in front of everyone, including the girls. He would ask me stuff like, "What's 2 plus 2? Why do you keep writing 5? When you go to maths lessons, why do you pay so much? And why do you keep making the same mistakes? You don't actually try," and so on. And I was basically the laughing stock of everyone, of the whole club. Yeah, I had absolutely no reason to be confident or to keep going to practice because I was just being made fun of. I didn't even get to play. And it basically looked I was wasting my time. I didn't have any talent, so why did I even bother? But you know what? I just kept going. I kept trying. And one day I check my phone and I see a message. And guess what? It's one of the girls. Yeah, a girl messaged me first. It actually happens. I know you don't believe me, but it actually happens. Now, keep in mind, this is what I looked like at the time, so I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. But anyway, so a girl messaged me first, and it actually happened twice, but I'll get to it. And she started giving me all these compliments, and I had no idea how to respond to it. I was a total spurg, and I totally sucked at conversing, but she just kept messaging me every day for like a month, and I just replied like a total idiot most of the time. I mean, I thought, yeah, she probably likes me, but I'm not completely sure. Yeah, you can't really tell. She might just be trying to be friends. Maybe I'm going too fast. And guess what she was thinking at the time? No, why doesn't he like me? He's the first guy who's actually decent, but he doesn't show any interest. He doesn't like me. No. And after about a month of her messaging me every day, I finally decided to actually show some interest back, but oddly enough, just as I was about to do it, as I was about to ask her out, she started flirting with another guy. So I guess I had dodged a bullet, right? She wasn't the brightest anyway, so... Now, about 2 weeks pass, and guess what? Another girl messages me first. This time it's the other girl, the one I actually thought that was cute. And this time I decided to man up and be direct. Literally 3 days into texting, one evening she asked me if I liked anyone. Okay, here's when most guys would totally freeze and say some dumb shit and fuck everything up and give a dumbass answer and lose their chance with the girl, but you gotta man up and own your feelings and thoughts and express them too. So she asked me if I liked anyone, and I say yeah, I do. And after teasing her a little, because she's asking me these questions, like she asks me, okay, you're free not to answer if you don't want to, but can I ask if you want to tell me who it is? And I play around a little, I tease her, but eventually she asks me, okay, what's her name? And you know what I did? I typed out her name. I pressed send, and then I got so fucking anxious and nervous that I just threw my phone away and I went to do the dishes for like 15 minutes, and while I was scrubbing them I was like because my heart was going like 300 beats per minute. But then I checked my phone and her reply was... This was the moment I realized I got a girlfriend. Yeah, no. Now, there's a whole another world when you actually get in a relationship, but that's another story. So, what do we learn from this? We learned that to receive female attention, you need to have a goal. You need to have a passion. You need to have a purpose. And you need to be chasing it desperately, like your life depends on it. Because it does. You know, now that I think about it, the guys from our team who received female attention and got girlfriends, they were precisely the ones who are actually passionate about the sport and are devoted to the process. So, yeah, you don't have to be the shining star. I certainly wasn't. I mean, I was quite the opposite. I was the laughing stock. But you know, women have this almost divine sixth sense that they can see a man's capability to grow. So, get out there and prove them wrong!